All right. So welcome back to Fantasy Football 2015 edition. He could go all the way keeper league. I'm in my basement this year. It's been a trying year overall. We remember the Patriots winning the Super Bowl. Everyone was jumping for joy. There really wasn't much animosity towards anyone. We thought the Colts and Ravens are being little bitches, and that it would pass over. But then from about 3 days after the Super Bowl on, it's been really disappointing. We've had to listen to more lawyer mumble jumble than we probably ever would have thought. It's kind of put a damper on the fantasy football season. Well, that all got erased today. Judge Berman, he's a good guy. I met him, didn't. He finally exonerated Brady. Not necessarily that Brady or the Patriots didn't do anything, but the fact that the process that the idiot Goodell put out in front of everyone with Pash, and it was a waste. So now it's time to get truly excited for fantasy football. The first thing we should obviously start off with is Joe D and Brad. Last year, their name was the Texas Rattlesnakes. Congrats. We've had five championships now. 3 of them have belonged to me, which is, that makes total sense. Then we had an outlier, I believe, in Eric Velez, who, not last year, the year before, won, and then followed it up with the 1-12 season this past year. And then the team that's always been there but never been able to put it together, some of the best keepers in the history of the league, and Jimmy Graham, Andrew Luck, Le'Veon Bell. The list goes on and on. They finally broke through thanks to one of their, probably their cornerstone piece now, Odell Beckham. If they didn't have him, they're a mediocre team. They set a record for most points combined in a finals and semifinals with over 400. They also, I believe they broke any league that I've run ever high score with the semifinals points of over 220, but that's a story for another day. There's no real need to get into that. Congrats, Joe and Brad. Let's run down the logistics. Draft will be on Monday at 5:30. It's still undecided. We're trying to get scoreboards. We don't want to pay any fees or anything. If we do scoreboards, you all know I sent it in the text that we will have to buy drinks and food. Unlike when you guys cheap out and come to my house and I buy everything. And I get like 3 of you throw me $5, but that's fine. I like doing it. You all suck. So we're gonna look into that. We should have a ruling on that, by tomorrow. Pretty busy, so this isn't a top priority of mine. Although I am taking the time out of my day to make a video like I always do. I did think about there is a website out there that does the draft lotteries for you, but I figured what's the fun in that? I could wait the extra day and make the video. So. Cheers. So the league will be 150, weekly highs, get money, same shit we did last year, bring all your money. I really don't want to have to chase anyone down. I mean, I run plenty of leagues, and for the first time in my life with baseball, I don't think anyone's paid other than 2 or 3 people, and we're almost in the finals. It's, don't make me have to chase you. It just, come on, we're all adults, we're all 26, 27, 28, 30 years old. Like, grow up. You've been knowing we're going to have a fantasy football league for over a year now. You know every year in September you need $150. Just bring it. Write me a check. PayPal me it. Venmo. Any technology, just give me $150. I accept it all, and then I'll worry about managing it. Like, this isn't rocket science. That's my rant. So just to remind everyone how the draft's going to go, it's a weighted lottery. The first pick was already decided, is the winner's bracket. The champion of losers last year was won by Charlie Perullo, so he'll get that first pick. The loser of that was House of Undying Bob. He'll get one ball in the bucket, so all he needs is that one ball to come out, and he'll have whatever pick we're on at that point. LeGarrette Blunts, Tim, and Panic Button, which is Eric. You'll each have 2 balls. Once you get your 2 balls picked, whatever pick we're on, that's what you'll get. The Alvides and Oli, you have 3 balls. Chaffee, which is now being transitioned over to Anthony Travaglia taking over his own team. You and Ricky will each have 4 balls. Sposito and Joe D, obviously you guys are in the finals. Sposito, you lost Travaglia, so your team will probably go into the dumps. You will each have 5. Now remember, we're going to start with the second pick. Once any of those teams have all their balls picked for that second pick, that's who it'll go to. It's weighted, so I know you guys probably don't really care about the logistics. I've got all the balls set up here. I've got my sheets here. So I'm going to start putting the balls into the bucket, and I'll keep talking about some other things while I do that. This year, our sponsorship is kind of dying. No one really cares as much about fantasy football as they do as they have in the past. It's not really a top priority of corporate sponsors to throw money at us. Last year we had the Patriots. We've had Utz Pretzels in the past. There's been a lot of different people who've stepped up. I actually had to go begging this year for sponsorship. Not Your Father's Root Beer is really kind of taking the taking the alcohol world by storm. It's good. I mean, it's solid. I mean, I'm gonna drink some today. I've already had 1 or 2. I had 1 left over in my fridge. I got a nice little 6-pack here. I've already had 1 of those. And then I also went after something else I've been trying in this beautiful summer. Sweet Tea Eddie's Vodka. You mix a little lemonade, some Minute Maid sugar shit in water, and you put some of this in. It's good. So one other quick thing. I want to just have everyone take a moment of silence. Amen. We're happy to have Tom back. It's a reoccurring theme. Got to have Tom on the field. Go for number 6. I don't know. It is what it is. So all the balls are in the bucket. We do have some other former Patriots that are joining us today. We've got Rodney Harrison, the famous interception. It's a great pitcher of mine that's signed by him. We've got Pat the Patriot, light up Christmas decoration. He wanted to pick the draft order, but I told him he's stupid. Bethel Johnson sucks, but I have an autograph of him. We're obviously from America, so we've got to have the American flag in every video we do. We've got the Ty Law signed helmet, mini helmet from Riddell. Great. I've got fucking idiot. Kevin Falk and Joey Drewsy both autographed. We've got a bevy of stuff to do. Let's get going. So I'm gonna spin the wheel. Like I said, I'm gonna read off the numbers that roll down this little thing. If any ball falls out, that is the ball that I will pick up next. So if 2 balls come out and 1 hits and stays in, that'll be the ball. The next ball will be the one that falls out. It does happen from time to time. So we're gonna start with the second pick. Let's see who's gonna get the second pick. Here we go. We're gonna wing it here. So let's do it. So the first number out is I-27. I-27. I-27 belongs to Filthy Fingers, so that's Travaglia. So they've got one of their 4 balls gone. Let me really tell you, Joe D and Brad, you have B1 through B5. The Bellas, you have B15 all the way down to B11. Ricky, you have I-16 to I-19. Chaffee Travaglia, you have I-30 down to I-27. Orly, you have 31 to 33 of N. Alvides, you have 45 to 43 of N. Velez, you have 46 and 47 of G. LeGarrette, oh my goodness. You have G60 and G59. And House of Undying, which is Bob, you have 075. So as soon as 075 comes out, you get that pick. Here we go. So I-27 was picked. Filthy Fingers has one of their 4 balls, and we're on. Still on the number 2 pick here. Next ball is I-30. I-30, that is Filthy Fingers, folks. They are 2. Oh my god. They have 2 balls out already. This could be epic. The next ball is B4. B4. So Brad, you the outside chance of getting a top pick, it's in play now. It's in play. Next ball. B14. B14. That belongs to Sposito. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going here. Let's get some balls going here. The next ball out, B11. So our 2. So wait, hold on. So B11. So far, no one on the lower half of the draft that should be vying for that number 2 overall pick has come out. We have 2 for the Bellas, which would be a shocker if they were moved up that high. We have 2 for Filthy Fingers and only 1 for Brad. Let's see what else happens here. Anything can. Oh, there's 2 balls out. So 061 happens. 061 is not on my sheet. Holy shit, did I fuck up? '61. Oh, '61. There is no 061. That is right. That's a mistake on my part. 061, there is no one. Let's move on. N43. N43 belongs to the Alvides. N43. So there's someone who has got a chance at that number 2 pick. I mean, they only need 2 more balls. So N45 and the Alvides at N45 now only need 1 ball, and they will have the number 2 pick. Get some balls rolling here. There it is. What do we got? I-28. Oh, wow. What a chance here for the Filthy Fingers and Travaglia. They also only need 1 more ball for that famous number 2 pick. This would be the one of the bigger upsets we've had in the history of life. I-17 pops out. I-17 belongs to Beats by Dre. Beats by Ray. What a loser name. So he's got his first on the board. 2 balls out here. I-29, and the number 2 overall pick is a major upset, as the Filthy Fingers have all 4 of theirs gone. So the Filthy Fingers will take the number 2 overall pick. So that means it goes Perullo and Travaglia, 1 and 2. We're on to 3 here, and that is B12. B12 belongs to the Bellas. So the Bellas only need 2 more balls here. This is crazy. B13. And the Bellas only need 1 more ball, and they will have the biggest jump in he could go all the way fantasy football history. N33. That is the first for Orly. We'll take that. I'll take that. And the next number out is N32. That's also Orly. He'll take that. So realistically, the person with the best odds left is still Bob. He needs only 1 of his balls to come out. Him, Olandella, Alvidi, and the Bellas all now, because of the way the balls have fallen, have the same odds at the number 3 pick. Followed after that would be LeGarrette Blount and the Velez. They have only 2 balls left. Ricky needs 3 and Joe D needs 4. I mean, it is what it is. This is what happens. The next ball out is B15, and we have our largest jump in history. Sposito, the Bellas, will jump to number 3. That's pretty shocking. So we had Filthy Fingers who came in, it's gonna happen. I mean, these are the odds. It is what it is, right? All right, so here we go. The next ball out is B1. So Brad will get another one. Brad and Joe with another ball. So they have 3 remaining to get the next pick. We're on to pick 4 here. So, you know, it's going to be crazy. Let's see what happens. There's the next ball, and we've got 2. B2 comes out. That will be Joe D. The next ball out is G47, which belongs to, hey, there's Eric Velez. There we go. So remaining odds for the number 4 pick. It could be Bob, it could be Velez, it could be Orly, it could be Alvidi, and it could be that they're the only ones that if their ball comes out next, they have a chance. The outside odds remain with Joe and Bergeron, with Beats by Ray sitting, 3 balls still in the bucket. And the next ball out is G59. So there's LeGarrette Blount's first ball. So now, any one of these teams have their ball come out, they will get the 4th pick. Olandella, Alvidi, Velez, Bergeron, Obabo. We are up to 1.16 gigabytes of video so far. Here's the next ball, and it is N31. So Olandella will get the fourth pick, which, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. He was slated to get the 5th overall, so him getting the 4th, me getting the 4th, that's not really that big of a jump. It's a one spot jump. I think the biggest issue so far, though, has been the lower end people in Bob, Bergeron, and Velez not getting they only needed 1 and 2 balls each, and they're not falling. And the next ball is N44. So that means Alvidi will hop into the 5th spot. All right, so we're on to 6. The number 6 overall slot goes to B3. So Brad now has all 4 of his. He only needs 1 more. So there are 3 I's left, a B, a G, and an O. Let's see what comes out. There it is, and it's G60. And that'll give 2. And there it is, LeGarrette Blount. He'll get the 6th pick. So G, so that's Bergeron. So let's just do a quick recap. And also, don't sweat my swag. So it goes Octagon, Travaglia, Sposito, Orlandella, Alvidi, Bergeron. Who will get that 7th pick? The 7th pick goes to Bubbo. Bubbo, 75. So Undying will jump in. So they drop all the way from realistically a 2-3 to a 7. So that's a 4-spot drop. Honestly, the way fantasy football is going, I do not want a top 5-6 pick. I would rather let everyone make the mistakes of who they take and then let the other guys fall into their laps. So, as a reminder, the only person with 3 balls left in is Master Petro. Everyone else has 1. So, they'll either be 8, 9, or 10. Here we go. And I-19 comes out. So, Ricky now has 2 left. The next ball out, B5. So, Brad, they will jump up to the 8th spot. So, the Rattlesnakes jump up to 8. So, now it comes down to Velez or Ricky for the 9 and 10 slot. So, Velez needs G46, and Ricky needs both eyes to come out. Here we go. And it comes out as a I-18. So now we will have our decision. So whichever ball comes out, they will get the 9. Whichever ball doesn't come out, they get the 10. Here we go. There it is, and the G46. So that means Velez will get the 9 pick, and Master Pietro, he will get the 10th. So let me run through this one more. So in terms of upsets, let's go through this. So the Filthy Fingers should have been slotted in at an 8. They jump all the way to 2. The Bellas should have been slotted in at 9 or 10. They jumped up to 3. It's fucking odds, man, you know? And the last number, just so I know, it's I-16. That'll be Master Petro for the last. But, I mean, those are 2 huge jumps. That could change the complexion of fantasy football this year. Then you have the Alvidi and Richard going back-to-back. They should have been in the 4 or 5 hole. And that's where they are. I mean, they maybe 5-6 if you're going on real odds, but that's not too big of a jump for either one of them. You know, Bergeron with the huge fall to 6, he probably should have been in that 2-3 range, so he dropped 2 or 3 spots. Then you have Bob, who was the biggest drop. He should have been 2-3. He goes to 7. The Rattlesnakes, they move up from what should have been a 9-10 to an 8. Velez has the second biggest drop. He moves to 9. He should have been a 3-4, 4-5 slot, so he drops 4 slots. And then Ricky, who should have been in the 8 slot because he finished, 3rd, he falls to 10. That's not too far of a drop. We've had that happen every year. So that concludes our draft. I'll see you all on Monday. Peace out.